looking to put a drive together.
In motion is Anderson.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Alexander.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw is Dart.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. New York.
Malik Neighbors
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 0. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've got to get a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ready? Panther 6. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Seahawks at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. That third down conversion good for 23.
6-yard line. And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. The QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go, here we go. Tackle, Cougar 19.
Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
70 Lions. Mustang 19.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
65. Let's go now. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Hey, smash. 19, Tiger, 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk, hurt.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw now, Dart. Now a run here off the arc.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He completes this to Walker.
So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Viking. Warriors 17. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing his Dart. That's taken in. It's Xavier again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now Dart. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the jump.
This is 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker adding to his NFL record in touchdowns. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here, he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That good for 19 and a first down.
They continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Dart.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Play fake, and now it's Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Xavier Legette
with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Giants 14. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
This
off.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. On play action, here's Dart.
Looking deep downfield. That is intercepted at the goal line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Smith puts it on. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he lunges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you got to find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Dart.
That is caught by Anderson. It's all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
14-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And 8.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here.
25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And got his man complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll try to get the spike off, but they won't do it in time. And that will end this first half.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dart.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Dart.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
To throw, Dart.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Another Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
Big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Here we go. 19 Lions, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready to work. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now a handoff. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And now a good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
79 Brock, 18 Rattler, 18, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Walker is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they have to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. In motion is Anderson. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Giants.
And Xavier Legette
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks, 21. Harrison Davis to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18, 2. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
At the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Ready, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now leaving with a second and just a few inches left.
On the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Giants' 12-yard line.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a second and 10.
Him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Up the middle they go. Alexander.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip off a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 28. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
7 o'clock, 70, Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's 2nd down.
19, Stephanie. Viking 18, Mustang 19. Go.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready? Come back, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they finally do get him the night before he reaches the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
35. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
30-yard line.
Situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And the Giants send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 0-0.
This is 1st and 10.
Bronco, Buffalo 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Dart. And that's complete to Grant.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number one play with my number one runner over my number one blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready. Here we go. Stack. Panthers stick.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner.